What are you seeing on the Series A market right now?
Yeah, I mean, the best advice for a seed company hasn't changed, which is basically try to find product market fit and literally nothing else matters except for maybe, don't fight with your co-founder. Those are sort of the two things that you have to avoid that you have to do as an early stage company. And so the advice that I actually got in 2008 from Sequoia was you're 5 or 6 people, don't worry about it. Just focus on building a great company in a unit economic positive way. And that's true for any seed company today. Your expectations in terms of round dynamics should modify, right? You should expect that it'll take longer to raise money, or at least eventually. I mean, seed stages haven't been impacted quite that much yet, but it's coming. And that your valuation won't be as high as it would have been 6 months ago. But 6 months ago was sort of
Right.
all-time highs in terms of seed valuations. If you're a Series A company, you have to start thinking about your Series B. And that means you have to start thinking about how much revenue you're actually going to have and what your growth rate will be. And then whether or not you'll have good characteristics in terms of cohort expansion, your net burn as a company and your burn multiple and other characteristics that people will track to determine the degree to which you're going to get that next round. I think where it gets really tricky or dangerous right now is probably around the B or C round outside of growth, which is, to your point, corrected
Hmm.
strongly, because a lot of people raised $1 billion round with $10 million in revenue. And if you look at public comparables, you need something like $100 to $150 million in revenue to support $1 billion in market cap, at least for today's public companies growing at 20 to 40%. And so
Hmm.
that really means that the bar has gone up dramatically in terms of what a unicorn valuation means. And so it's quite likely that a third of the unicorns or half the unicorns are going to really have to be focused on cash management to grow into that valuation over the next 2, 3 years.